All right, all right. Let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, all right, all right. How's it going, team? How's it going? Jeff Simpson Jr. out there, out there. Thanks for everybody for chiming in. Let me know where you're chiming in from, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't get to see the comments earlier. So go ahead and drop in the chat where you're from, ladies and gentlemen. Drop in the chat where you're from so we can definitely give you a shout out. Shout out everybody that's on the team. All right, Roll Tide, Detroit. I see you out there. Detroit, Michigan. All right, who else we have out there? Baltimore's in the house. DMV, Brooklyn, hometown, my hometown, Atlanta, Georgia. I see you out there. All right, definitely. I see you out there, Michael, as well from Brooklyn. Pamela from Sacramento, California. Who else we have out there? Who else we have out there, ladies and gentlemen? Let us know where you're from. We got quite a few people on this train tonight. That's pretty exciting. I'm gonna roll right through this, ladies and gentlemen. Roll right through this like we're doing a roll tide. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's jump into what we got going on this week. The music was good. Thank you, Kadeen. Appreciate it. I mean, like I said, it's all about keeping your spirits high, and it's no stopping us. It's definitely no stopping us, ladies and gentlemen. I reached out to some of you all this week. As a matter of fact, I have a list of some of you all. I actually literally just walked in. Some folks are actually close to hitting ranks, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to be reiterating that as well. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I want to pretty much, since we get such good information on Sundays, I want to be cohesiveness and keep the cohesiveness going with also what you heard on Sunday, which is great. So I'm going to kind of piggyback on some of the things that were being said. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about that. Okay, let's talk about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want someone in the chat to type in "show the plan." As you all know, we had an amazing live last night, ladies and gentlemen. I got a few new customers, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't have time to put them in the group, but I got some few customers last night because someone in the chat type "show the plan." Type "show the plan," and let me just make sure I'm good here. I always like to see it from my phone. Hold on here. Okay, everything's good on my end here. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, so just go ahead and type "show the plan," ladies and gentlemen. And hold on. Someone said they got a sale from last night. You got it. Awesome. If you got a sale from last night, go ahead and type a fireball in the chat. We definitely appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. If you got some sales from last night, go ahead and tap that in the chat. I know I did. I'm pretty excited about that as well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So, awesome. Show the plan. So we're gonna talk about that, ladies and gentlemen. Last night we talked about showing the plan, right? So what I want to do, okay, is because we got 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. We got 2 weeks of hitting our numbers. I don't really like to talk about myself. I like for you all to do what you got to do. But just know that we're doing really good. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, get a piece of paper, right? I want you all, if you can, get a piece of paper, and I want you to write the word learn. L-E-A-R-N. If you have a piece of paper, you can type in the chat "learn." This is something I learned a long time ago. Something I actually came up with. I'm going to put it in the chat. So you have L-E-A-R-N. It's the Learn Initiative, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, what does L stand for? Okay, and I'm going to type it in, or someone could type it in the chat for me. L, it stands for launch. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for your business to be successful, these 5 letters, I call it the Learn Initiative, right? The first letter in the Learn Initiative is called L, and L stands for launch, ladies and gentlemen. And launch can be 2 things: when you first come into the opportunity, or when you're already in and you want to relaunch your business, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see, as a team, the company now, most of us been in now for a little over 30 days. We're launching, okay? And we actually, as you all, what happened last night, you all can see the effect of what happened. So, ladies and gentlemen, you want to launch your business, and we're going to start doing that together collectively as a team, because I know a lot of us are new. And it's okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're all still learning the presentation as we go. And that's the great thing about having a sponsor upline. You get to learn the presentation for them. But unfortunately, myself, I have to teach myself. There's no one for me to learn from. But that's okay, because I understand the leadership role as a leader, that you got to lead for your team. I've always had to do it on my own, okay? So L stands for launch, right? Now, all these letters go hand in hand, okay? The next letter is going to be E, okay? Because someone write E for edify, right? In order for you to have a successful launch, you must learn how to edify the speaker. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you must learn how to edify the speaker, right? So you got L, okay, and then you have E, okay? So E is for edify, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, how do you edify? Simple. Just say something nice about the person that's doing the presentation. Simple, ladies and gentlemen. In this opportunity, in this type of business, if you get good at edification, you will never have problem recruiting or getting new customers. If you are good at edifying, if you're good at edifying, you're never going to have a problem bringing new customers into this opportunity. Okay, so edify, ladies and gentlemen, and we made it very easy. We got great banners, okay, that you all can put out. But I'm a big leader. I'm a big believer of you all edifying and promoting yourselves. So, ladies and gentlemen, all you have to do with the strategy that we got going on is you can edify the presenter. You can also edify the opportunity. You can edify the presenter. You can edify the company, you can edify the leadership, or you can edify the opportunity, okay? So with your self-promoted banners, and I pray that everyone has made one, ladies and gentlemen, I had dropped the banner in the group for you all to self-promote yourselves, okay? You wanna self-promote yourselves, right? So those banners, if you do a great job edifying, okay, ladies and gentlemen, you're not gonna have no problem getting a person on your presentation, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, A, okay? A, you're welcome, Pamela. Everything I do is always going to be for the team, okay? So now A is the most important letter of all the letters that we have here. It's for accountability. So you have launch, right? Out of learn initiative, you have launch, you have edify. A is going to stand for accountability, ladies and gentlemen. You have to hold yourselves accountable to showing the plan. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a team effort, okay? When I say show the plan, if you don't know how to show the plan, you want to talk to your sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, most of us in this business have been in this business for a very long time. Honestly, everyone in this team should be knowing how to do the presentation. Everyone on this team should know how to do the presentation. The company does it 5 days a week, ladies and gentlemen. And if you don't know how to do it, it's okay. You're going to be bad before you're good and good before you're great. But it's okay. You want to make it fun. You want to make it fun, ladies and gentlemen. So A is for accountability. Leaders, champions, sapphires, lead consultants, you want to start holding your people accountable to what? Set up their launch. How's your launch going to be successful? Teaching them how to edify, ladies and gentlemen. So usually what I do, okay, and I'm going to teach you all how to do this, right? We have what is called an edification script, okay? So what is an edification script, Jeff? Well, what I've always done over the years is that I gave, anytime I did a presentation, I would text them over an edification script. The person I'm going to be bringing up information is Jeff Simpson Jr., and you want to hit on all 4 personality points. Jeff Simpson Jr., he's been in the industry for about 12 years. He's a successful agent, and he got into industry of direct sales, and he's had a significant amount of success. 1, he has 100% of the information. He has 100% of the information. Those are for your analyticals. Okay, he loves to help people. Those are for your whales. He loves to make money. Okay, that's for your sharks. And he loves to have fun doing it, ladies and gentlemen. So I just hit on all 4 personality types. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to, the gentleman that's presenting information tonight, Jeff Simpson Jr., he has 100% of the information. He loves to help people. He knows a thing or two about money, and this gentleman loves to have fun. That's your edification script right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, you want to start texting, leaders. When you start presenting, text your teammates an edification script so they know how to edify you on the call, because your successful launch is going to be depending on how good you edify. Okay, so you have L for launch, E for edify, A for accountability. Now, ladies and gentlemen, R, okay? And I want to talk about, this book when it comes to R, okay? Well, I wanted to hide it, but that's okay. I'm going to give you the name of this book, okay? R stands for remember, so someone type it in the chat, remember your why. And if you're still there, ladies and gentlemen, you're still there, just type the 777 in the chat. I usually like to, I like to, collaborate with y'all. If you're still there, type 777 in the chat. Got you. Okay. So R is for remember your why. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to remember why you got started in Envision You. Why did you get started? Why are you doing this, ladies and gentlemen? I have several whys. I want to make sure, my daughter stays in college. I want to make sure my kids are okay. I want to retire my parents. Ladies and gentlemen, I have several whys why I want to do this. So you want to remember your why, because remember, we are only in 30 days. This is just the beginning. Okay. If you have a lot of whys, yes, great. Make sure you write them down. Okay. And remember why you got started, because, ladies and gentlemen, the road to success is not a straight line. It's going to get bumpy. You're going to have curves, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to come a bumps along the way. And ladies and gentlemen, this book right here, and I got this for you all, okay? I've learned about this gentleman when I first started this industry, okay? There were two gentlemen that I learned from. That I learned the game of network marketing by three things. I read a book called Your First Year in Network Marketing, and I listened to two CDs, both gentlemen from Atlanta, a gentleman by the name of Tyrone Best and a gentleman by the name of Greg Ammerman. Greg Ammerman was in a company called Equinox. Some of you all veterans that have been in this industry for a while probably knows who Greg Ammerman is. I've learned the industry of network marketing from those guys. And Tyrone Best always talked about get all books written by Og Mandino. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a great read for you. If you have not gotten this book yet, get this book. I had this book for a long time. I started reading it again today. I almost finished the book, and pretty much today. I'm going to finish this rest of this book tonight. It's not long. It's about 100 or something pages. All right. It's about 110 pages. I've already read 60 pages again. Okay. Og Mandino is going to help you with the R. Remember your why. I'm going to tell you a little bit story about what this book is about. Okay. So this gentleman, right? The actor in the book, or the main person in the book is about, is a gentleman who is a camel boy. Okay. He's a camel boy. And he wants to become a great salesman, because his master, what he learned from his master is that you can amass a significant amount of wealth through the profession of sales. I've been in sales since I was 14. It is one of the greatest professions out there, because why? The sky's the limit. There's no limit to how much you can make. I worked on commission since I was 19. I don't think I've ever worked a salary job. My whole life, I've always worked on commissions. So I understand with sales, you can write your own check, right? So what he talked about in this book was this young boy wanted to become the greatest salesman in the world. And his master asked him why. Why do you want to do sales? Because why? It's not easy. And that's why I'm going back to it with the R. Why are you doing this business? Because it's not easy. Most people quit. Most people don't have success. Okay. Most people say, you know what? I can't do this. So they go back to mediocrity. And he asked, why do you want to do this? He says, well, I want to, be like you, master. I want to get a lot of wealth. Okay. I want to get a lot of wealth, and I want to change my life. I'm tired of being a camel boy. Right. So he said, well, that's not enough reason for you to pursue this journey. That's not enough. So he kept asking, why do you want to do this? And his answers were not good enough for his master. He says, I'm not going to teach you. Right. And then finally, he broke down when his master asked him one more time, why do you want to do this? He says, look, I fell in love with a young lady. And her father was a very powerful man who's also another master salesman. And the little boy knew that her father was not going to let his daughter date a camel boy. So his master was like, oh, you're doing this because of love. That's a good enough reason for me to teach you to become the greatest salesman in the world. So he sent them out to Bethlehem, because it's a spiritual book. He sent them out to Bethlehem, and I want you to go here. And he gave him a robe. He wanted him to sell a robe. It was the finest cloth. Okay. It was the finest material. Okay. With a really nice red color. Okay. And he says, look, I want you to go here and you sell this robe. Okay. And he sent him to an area that people don't have a lot of money. But his master did very well over the years. He sold many robes in that area, right? So he said, look, if you can sell this robe, I'm going to teach you how to become the greatest salesman in the world, right? So he did that. He went there and he's been there for 4 days, has not sold the robe yet. He got a bunch of rejections, a lot of no's, which a lot of you are getting right now. And he wanted to quit. He's like, you know what? I can't do this no more. Maybe I'm just going to be a camel boy, and maybe I'm just going to I will never be great. I will never achieve greatness. Okay. And the reason why I'm telling you this, because along your journey, you're going to get a lot of no's. You're going to say, oh, I can't do this. Oh, does it cost too much? Oh, I don't have a team. Oh, no one's coming into my business. You're going to get all of it. I've been through every last one of it. I've been through everything in this industry. Okay. And so he was on his way back home, and he spent the night in a cave, right? And it was cold. So he heard some footsteps, okay, throughout the night. And right away, he went to go protect the robe because he thought someone was coming to steal his robe from him. But what it was a couple. It was a man and a woman with an infant. And it was really cold that night, right? And what they did was they were covering each other with their cloths, right? And they got closer to each other. And the little boy saw that the cloth they had was very, very thin. And it wasn't sufficient enough to keep them warm, right? So, matter of fact, before I go any further, if you're not going to quit, put some fireballs in the chat. Give some fireballs to yourself in the chat before I go on with this story. If you're not going to quit, put some fireballs in the chat. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you know, it's easier said than done. If you're not going to quit, and I'll wait, put some fireballs in the chat. Okay. Some fireballs in the chat. Put some fireballs in the chat. Okay. So he's looking at this gentleman and this young lady, right? You know, trying to keep themselves warm. And he pulled out the cloth from the camel's knapsack. He put it over them. He gave it to them. He gave it to them. Now he was supposed to sell it, and because it was a significant amount of money. He was supposed to, he gave it to them. So on his way back home, he was thinking about what is he going to tell his master. So he already thought he was a failure because he didn't sell it. He thought he was a failure because he didn't sell it. So he was even thinking about what kind of lie he can even tell his master about, you know, the robe, because he didn't sell it, right? So when he went to the tent to greet his master was very excited because he saw that the robe was gone. So he was like, come sit down, come sit down, come sit down, my student. Tell me about your journey. I see that robe is gone. Tell me about your journey. And, you know, he sighed, he sat there and he sighed. His eyes was tearing up. And he says, Master, I failed. I failed once again. And I don't think I could be a salesman. I don't think this is for me. And the master asked the student, did you notice the star? There was a star following you on your way here. Because see, his master was getting old and he was ready to, his time was almost up. And for 30 years, he's kept these secrets locked up in a room in his castle for over 30 years. And no one ever went inside that room. And he brought those contents with him inside of a chest. And inside that chest were scrolls. I think about 10 scrolls, the principles on how to become the greatest salesman in the world. And his biggest fear was he was going to pass away and not able to pass that knowledge on to someone. So when the student was explaining to him that, you know, he failed, he feels bad, the master asked him, did you see that star following you here? He said, that was a sign. He said, son, I want you to know that you did not fail. I'm going to teach you how to become a great salesman in the world because you were leading love. He said, that star in the sky, and based on the gesture you did, I'm going to teach you how to be the greatest salesman in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, so that's awesome. So ladies and gentlemen, as you're going through your journey, as you're taking these notes, ladies and gentlemen, understand there's something waiting for you. So put a 777 if you're not going to quit. Okay. So now this gentleman is going to be taught by one of the greatest in the world how to become a great salesman. Because why? His heart. He saw his heart and his love that he had. It wasn't necessary, you know, it all boils back to why he wanted to become a greatest salesman in the first place. He was in love. He gave away that robe out of love. And the master saw his heart, ladies and gentlemen. So understand that if you're doing this for all the right reasons, your day is coming, ladies and gentlemen. Your day is coming. So this book is so powerful. Yeah, there's another book that that I've read that I want to talk to you about, and some next trainings down the road. But the greatest salesman in the world, the prophecy, they were only supposed to pass this knowledge to 3 people. The first one was the original master. The second one is the student. And he made a covenant that whoever you pass this information on to next, that person can share the knowledge with the world, the rest of the world. Because see, only a few people had the knowledge that was in those scrolls, which is the master. The student was number 2. Whoever got the information the third time passed the information to the rest of the world. That's how this book came about. Now the rest of the world knows, and that's how this book came about. So ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, if you want to tighten up on your R, and you want your R to be in alignment, and when you want to get your mind right and not quitting, get this book. So the name of the book is called The Greatest Salesman in the World. Can you all put a 222 in the chat if you can see it on my screen? Because someone said, what's the name of the book? Can you all see the name of the book? Okay. So I'm going to hold it up for you if you want to take a picture of it, screenshot it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I've read this book many times. I'm reading it again. That's why you all see me. I don't quit, ladies and gentlemen, because I never got in any company at the top, but I always made it to the top. And repeat that. I never got in any company at the top, but I always got to the top because I understand the journey. I understand the process. And many of you all witnessed it. Many of y'all witnessed me getting into companies, not first, but I was the first to get to the top. But ladies and gentlemen, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So this here will help you with your R. Yes, it's our time, but you got to believe that. It's time to put some action behind the belief. It's time to move those legs behind that faith. You got the faith? Okay, now you ask God to guide your steps, and now it's time to move your feet. This book will help you with your art. You know, I know the scrolls. They're amazing. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to just leave it right there. I want you all to get this book. This business is about self-development. Network marketing, all it is personal development with a compensation plan attached to it. The more you better yourself, the more you're going to get paid. I'm young. I don't mind telling my age. I'm only 44 years old, but I have an old soul. I was the first of 5 children. I started work when I was 14. I moved out from home when I was 18 and never been back. So I grew up really, really fast. I bought my first home when I was 22 years old. Okay. And a lot of you all are a lot of you all are older than me. Some of you all can be my parents. okay? But you're never too old or you're never too young to learn. You're never too young to learn from someone older than you, and you're never too old to learn from someone younger than you. I'm gonna repeat that. You're never too young to learn from someone older than you. That's actually the secret to my success. I always learned from people older than me. That's how I was able to excel in life at a young age. I was always the youngest person in the room. I was always the youngest person in the room when it came to sales. When I was 14 working at AT&T, but I was the #1 salesman in the room, and I was 17 years old. I'm gonna repeat the last part. You're never too old to learn from someone younger than you. Now, the N. So we got L for launch, E for edify. See, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not recruiting or new customers, you should work on your E. Work on your E. Because we got an amazing product. We got an amazing company. We got an amazing leadership who I'm proud to learn from. I'm proud to learn from someone younger than me because it keeps my mind fresh. David and Ivan Tapia are younger than me by age, but I'm proud to learn. I'm proud to learn from someone like Justin Owens, who's 11 years younger than me. Keeps your mind young. L, learn. E, edify. A, accountability. R, remember your why. Who can guess what N is? N stands for now. Not next week, not next month, not next year. The time is now. Now is the time, ladies and gentlemen, for you to start ranking up. Now is the time for you to start presenting, ladies and gentlemen. Now is the time for you to reach out to your sponsor. Jeff Simpson is one person. Reach out to your sponsor and start doing some launches right now. Not now, but right now, ladies and gentlemen. I got a launch at 9 o'clock now. So, ladies and gentlemen, things have changed as far as the way this business is built now. And I'm going to do another training on, it's another I like to use a lot of acronyms on it's called How to Get the Magic in Your Business, MAGIC. I'm going to talk about that in another training. But ladies and gentlemen, the I in magic stands for innovation. You got to be innovative now, ladies and gentlemen. You got to get creative because what was done 10, 15 years ago is not working today. See, 10, 15 years ago, there was no social media. 10, 15 years ago, you were able to go in people's living rooms. You were able to go in home parties. Things has changed now, ladies and gentlemen. People want social proof. They want to see you because now after the pandemic, we're at home now. So most people don't go places, but how they can see you is through social media, ladies and gentlemen. And, the pandemic was a blessing for me in my last opportunity. But how was it a blessing? Because I like to teach. I was being seen. Many of us are still hiding behind our pages. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to let the world see you now. The world has to see you. The more they see you, the more they're going to trust you, the easier they're going to buy from you, ladies and gentlemen. And that launch, kudos to everybody. Type of 333 in the chat if you tagged some people's names last night. And I saw a lot of you all tagging. I saw Kadeen tagging. Definitely saw Michelle Webb tagging because she got someone say, look, I'm ready to order now. I saw Pamela tagging. I even saw Greg Dotson tagging. Ladies and gentlemen, I saw Coach Reggie tagging. Okay, I saw Tiara tagging. Ladies and gentlemen, I was tagging and I got customers. I saw Lynette, forget it, Lynette. Ever since Lynette, matter of fact, ever since Lynette went live that day, her phone cannot stop ringing. She has no more crave left. She's going to have to do videos on the other two sprays because she's out and she came in as a founder and reordered a founder's pack and all her craves are gone. So Lynette, you're going to have to start doing some videos on the other two sprays so you can sell those as well. But you know why I'm so proud of Lynette? Because she's coachable. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a teacher. I teach, ladies and gentlemen. And one thing I respect, and this is one of my secrets to success, I always respect my elders. I'm a very respectful leader, should I say. And I'm always going to respect my elders. I was brought up, both of my parents are still together. And I was the first child. So I'm the one that I got all the butt whoopings. I'm the one that cut on grass every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. I'm the one that went around the neighborhood cutting other people's grass because I was ambitious at a very young age. I have an old soul. I respect my elders. But ladies and gentlemen, to be successful in this business, you got to be coachable and teachable. Coachable and teachable. You have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to apply the information that was told to you and to help you grow. Because the only way I do well is you do well. So it is my goal. I have 0% ego in my personality because I've had it. I've had none. I have lost it all, and I know what it is to have it all. I have 0% ego. And anytime I give any type of instruction, is to help you, but you got to be coachable and you got to be willing to take the action. Okay. So the strategies that work today, ladies and gentlemen, right, is there's different type of launches that we did. So back in the day, the old school launches was conference calls. Put a 333 in the chat if you remember the conference calls. I used to love the conference calls. Everybody remember the conference calls? 333. Put a 333 in the chat. Ding, ding, ding. The things that are coming in, right? Okay. Some people still do those. Put a 333 in the chat if you remember those, right? And then those are called, and then you have what is called Zooms, right? Zooms or conference calls. Those are hello, say your name, welcome to the call. Please say your name and let us know where you're calling from. Exactly, right? Those are private launches, right? Then, ladies and gentlemen, you have the launches that work today. I call them virtual launches. What I did last night was a virtual launch. Put some fireballs in the chat if you want people to reach out to you about your business. Not you calling them, but you want them to reach out to you. I should see a lot of fireballs. We got about, how many people we got on this training? We got 57 people on this training. Okay. Put some fireballs in the chat if you want people to reach out to you about becoming a customer. How many fireballs? That's it? How many fireballs we got? We got a lot of people on this training. That's it? No other fireballs? Put some fireballs in the chat. Okay. If you want people to reach out to you about your opportunity, you want to utilize social media. That is what the virtual launches are for. What I did last night was a virtual launch, ladies and gentlemen, right? Why is the virtual launch so effective? Just think about it. When you do a Zoom, a private Zoom, right? You can raise your hand in the chat. Raise your hand if you invited somebody in the Zoom and they didn't get on. For some reason, they didn't show up. Let's say you do a Zoom. Let's say you invited 30 people. Raise your hand. You can raise your hand in the chat, okay? And you set up a Zoom, and only out of the 30, 7 people showed up. That's typical. Raise your hand in the chat. I'll wait. Or if you don't know the emoji, just put a 111 in the chat. Put a 111 in the chat if you invited some folks on Zoom before and they never showed up. Put some 111s in the chat. I do it myself because I invite people all the time and they don't show up. Almost, okay, right? Now, what happens with the private Zoom is that I call that a missed opportunity. And the reason why is that it's private. And once that Zoom is finished, they missed out. you're done. So the reason why I like the virtual launch is because I'm going to type it in the chat. It's because of one significant factor: replay. The reason why you want to go live about your opportunity, the reason why you want to go live with your sponsor, okay? You can go live. We have, you can use a platform that I used last night called StreamYard, right? The reason why you want to start going live, remember, like I said before, coachable, okay, is that they can go back and watch the replay. It's never a missed opportunity. If they missed it, guess what you can do? You can shoot them the link to your virtual replay. I had a few people who missed it last night. I shot them the link, got me a customer. But if you have nothing on your page where they can't see you, so let's go back to the A, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sorry I went over it tonight, but I wanted to get this message out. It's 8:40, but I'll be done in the next 5 minutes. Coachable. You want to start doing some launches, virtual launches on your pages. Now it's good. Jeff Simpson can do it, but they're going to see me. A lot of you all have audiences that are going to be attracted to you. Now, the amazing thing about the platform I used last night, ladies and gentlemen, is that, matter of fact, let me see something here. I'm going to show you. Let me see if I can jump in from my phone and share my screen. And like I told you, the I Am Magic innovation, right? Thanks, Kadeem, for putting that in the group. I'm going to share my screen, right? Let me just jump on from my phone really quickly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you why this platform is so dope that we used last night, right? So we go on my page, right? So if we go on my page, right? I did a launch last night. And as you can see, why envy you? We're so excited. There goes my launch, 19 shares. Okay. But who was my guest speaker last night? Lynette Pilgrim. Right now, she's a retail queen of the team. Lynette Pilgrim. Guess who also was live last night? Lynette Pilgrim. This stream was not only on my page, it was also on her page. You see, it didn't say Jeff Simpson is live. Look at it. Hold on. Y'all see what it says? It says Lynette Pilgrim was live. It didn't say Jeff Simpson. So you see how powerful innovation is and technology is? With some 333s in the chat if you see that. So not only was I live last night, Lynette was live. So guess what's going to happen? Her people get to go on her page now and watch her what? Her replay. And this live last night, when they go on her page, although it shows me there, which is going to draw curiosity, she spoke a lot on that live. So they're not just only see me, they're going to see her. So now you understand why you want to start doing virtual launches with your sponsors. So that way everyone can see your replay. I was reading some of the comments last night. How do I order? Oh, I'm so glad I got on. I love this, Jeff. How do I order, ladies and gentlemen? And kudos to you all who were tagging folks, because guess what? If they don't get to watch the live, being that you tag them, right? Facebook is going to give them a notification if you tag them. And guess what? It's going to direct them to what? The replay. Ladies and gentlemen. So this is a way. This is just another avenue for you to attract people to you. Because if you want to attract, you got to become attractive, ladies and gentlemen. Some of your pages, I can't tell what you're doing, man. I'm not going to call anyone out. You know who you are. But I go on some of your pages, I'm like, okay, what are they doing? They got to see you. And why? And also too, for your algorithms, you got to get those comments going. By you just keep posting the pictures of the sprays on your page, spam all day. Facebook is not even going to show it to no one. They're not even going to see it. They got to see you. If they don't see you, they're not buying from you. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, and one thing out of this book that the master kept telling his student, okay, and I want you, and once I say this, I'm done. It says, remember, failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. I'm going to repeat that very slowly. Remember, failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. You might want to write that down. Someone type that in the chat. Remember, failure. Remember, failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. I think I spelled determination wrong, but you all get the picture. I hope you all enjoyed this training, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed this training. God bless you all, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get with our leaders, ladies and gentlemen. For the rest of this week, probably will be doing some live launches. I'll probably be reaching out to some of you all. But ladies and gentlemen, don't wait for Jeff Simpson. Remember the A. Remember the A and learn. Remember the A and learn, ladies and gentlemen. Hold yourselves accountable. Start doing your launches. Everyone on this team by now should know how to do some type of presentation. Okay, so remember the A in accountability, ladies and gentlemen. And also, what I love what the team does, continue to tag each other. Ladies and gentlemen, matter of fact, this is what we're going to do tonight. Okay, I want everyone who's on this training, okay, it's about 50 of us on here, find someone to find your accountability partner. Find a live partner. A live partner. Everyone. I want Coach Reggie. Well, we went live the other day, Michelle. Every time we go live with someone, something happens. Coach Reggie, who else out there? Michelle, Greg, Marcia, Kadeen, Pamela, Demita. Okay. I want you all to find someone out there to go live with. Outside of Jeff Simpson. I want someone, because for me, it's automatic. I want everyone on the team. I'm asking, should I say? I'm not telling, I'm asking. It will be a great idea if you find someone on the team that you can go live with together, because you don't even have to do what I did last night. You don't even have to use a platform. You can actually just go live and invite the person. Start doing some virtual launches, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get back to start launching our businesses, ladies and gentlemen. We can start launching right now. Invite some folks on. Do some virtual launch. I'm telling you, the lives, we start tagging each other. Ladies and gentlemen, we come on as a team and support each other. I love the juice chat idea because it helps boost each other's algorithms. All right. But ladies and gentlemen, some of you all I've already called. A lot of you all close to hitting the ranks. We're right there. But it's time to put our foot on the gas. Okay. God bless you all, ladies and gentlemen. This concludes this training. Let's go get them. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, your failure will never overtake you if your determination to succeed is more stronger. God bless you all. Have a great evening. Take care.